project just came in. 70s model, Monte Carlo, restoration paint body. Saying we're gonna strip it all the way down to the metal, build it back up. You see the legendary Tom Miller who's gonna anoint this new classic. It's a family heirloom. His dad left it to him. His dad originally built it. He's gonna take it on. His dad has since passed. But what's sweet to me is he popped the hood without even warning me. Like, see, you got the turbo LS swap already done. Nice. All our Monte Carlo fans. Here we go.
Catch a rack.
This is a very special project to me, number one, because this was the first full frame off restoration that I did, solely with me, hitting the charge, locating parts. For those that followed along on IG that knew this project, this is the first 1970 Monte Carlo full frame off restoration that we're doing. I told you guys before we have two going at the same time. I want to thank anybody that took the time out to watch our videos, subscribe, like. I really appreciate it. We're gonna keep trying to grow the brand. So thank you for all the support. If you've seen the car when we got it, it looked pretty good. And that's the thing when you buy cars that have a fresh coat of paint on it, the original owner painted it for a reason, because it wanted to cover up some of those, flaws that the car naturally gained over time. So the car was stripped. We ran into a lot of rust that was done. And the good thing about this car, it is one of the vehicles that you could buy aftermarket patch panels for it. So a lot of the stuff you can see, we use half quarters on this one. We didn't use the full quarters like you're gonna see on the other 1970. Like I said, sometimes you evolve and you learn. We did a half quarter because the customer was trying to actually be cost effective, but the result, it would have been better to buy the full quarter because it would cancel a couple other things that we had to do, which is the rear deck filler and all of that. It would have came a part of the full quarter. This is where our signature series paint derived from. Strip it to the metal. Once you got the raw metal, now you're gonna fix all of the low spots. Once you go to this level, you have to correct everything to have minimal bondo, real thin layer where you don't have to worry about cracks and chips coming up. So before that step, you have to do any rust repair. Before you get to smoothing the body out, once you strip the metal, you have to do any rust repair. See, bro, these are your spots where your body bushings normally mounted. You see all that rusted out, how it's concaved in? Well, you can see that they weld you pump past somebody weld some metal in there to try to, that little, stop it. Yep, but obviously that's not enough weight. Yeah, this is your driver's side.
That's still factory. That's factory. And this is all rusted away.
And that's metal that they put in as a patch, right?
Yep.
That little piece there.
Well, they needed to put a piece of metal right here.
All the way across. They should have just cut all of that out. Or no?
Or put it up underneath, either or.
Got good news for you, my brother. See what's going on, your new flow end. It's your car turned sideways on the rotisserie. Good news for you. When we cut into your floor, we realized that somebody put a new floor on this car. That's new sheet metal. Once we cut the old bottom rusty part out, as you can see, somebody put a new floor on. So the good thing about it is we're gonna use the new floor. we're gonna cut these braces off. I already put the order in for the braces. So your outside brace structure 1, that's rusted out with the body bushing piece kind of pushed in. You can see the contour of it pushed in. Body bracing 2. And your gas tank strap braces 1 and 2. They're very expensive. They ain't never like $50 a piece. So got those coming in. We just gonna cut those, weld that onto your new floor, and then, you know, everything under here be pretty much new. You know, all of this good. We just gonna clean this up, grind all the rust down, clean this up, so that portion will be good where we reuse. Good thing we got that new floor. So you rocking, bro. You know, these cars are 40 and 50 years old. You know, by the time they make it to us and you strip it, just the elements of life, you're gonna have it somewhere. Like I bought a car, a Cadillac, that was, you know, very clean, but it still had pockets of rust in areas that had to be corrected. And you probably see a couple of those videos that we have going with the 66 Eldorado. After the rust work, then you come back to all of the body work that we were doing. Red was doing all of the body work on this car.
You saw how the line, you know, is. Yep. So now when I prime, you know, I prime the separate. That's why I took it off. So everything is lining up perfect. Everything is okay. I want to jump to this now and do the primer to this corner and, you know, forget about it. Then jump to the other side.
Everything was painted apart. Like I say, we know if it's apart, you can get full coverage completely around, which is gonna help you from peels around those corners and everything like that. This is how your car was painted from the factory. So, a very nice job. You know, it's still a good car. It has a lot of meaning to the customer, so we wanna definitely make sure we give it our all. And from this job, what's so important is that we actually learn from it to know how to apply this to other vehicles. Like now this is, if somebody want to know what it takes to do this, okay, we know the steps because we did it to this one. You know, a lot of people might not want to come in and pay the money to take it apart, strip it to the metal, because you got to have all the man hours taking everything apart. You got to have all the man hours putting everything back together, and everything got to work correctly like it did from the factory. So it's a lot of work that goes into it, but when you want it done the correct way, there's only one way to do it, and that's the right way. A lot of people see it at this stage when the shine and the luster is on it and it's done and it's cranking up. Like, I think it's so important to know what happened before. You know, everything that went into, like, it's so many man hours and different people that actually brought this car and this finished up to where it is. You know, we have a full-time metal guy here. We have a full-time paint and body guy here. Of course, the general manager, the old dragon, Mr. Tom, is still around hanging in there. He helped us out as well. So we got outsourced mechanics that come in to do the mechanical things. So pretty much anything that needs to be done from, you know, beginning to end, we can do pretty much in-house. So we're waiting on Mosier rear end muscle pack to be delivered for the car. Should be here in 2 weeks. So you'll be updated. Stay tuned to the channel. Follow along as we go. Like, subscribe, and share. You know, turn those notifications on too.